Hey, what's up guys? John here, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Good Riddance by Green Day. The song just uses 4 chords, G, C, E minor, and D. I'm going to show you how to play those chords and put them into the progressions so you can play the whole song. We're also going to learn 2 different strumming patterns that are used in this song, and at the very end, once you get those down, we're going to talk about how to do some arpeggio picking within that strumming pattern. Before we get into the lesson though, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate your guys' support here on the channel for subscribing. We've got new video lessons being added every single day, so make sure you're subscribed, and also any comment below is greatly appreciated for the YouTube algorithm. Alright, let's get into the lesson. The progression for the intro and the verse sounds like this. It uses 3 chords, and I'll show you how I play them. The first chord is a G, and we're going to play from the 6th string down from that low E. We're going to start out on the 3rd fret. I use my 2nd finger, and a lot of people put their first finger down here on the 2nd fret of the A string, but I actually mute that string when I play just an open position G chord. So mute the A string, and then open D, open G, then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and 4th finger on the 3rd fret of that high E. So this is our G chord. And then we're gonna go to a C. This is like a C add 9 or a C sus2 chord. We're gonna just bring our 2nd finger down 1 string. So we're going to mute the low E, and then we've got the 3rd fret, muted the D string, open G, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. And our last chord is D. And that's going to be from the D string down, open, 2, 3, 2. So one more time, G, C add 9, and D. Our progression for that intro and verse is going to be 2 bars on the G, and keep in mind this is a fast tempo tune. It's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go to C for 1 bar and D for 1 bar. So here's what that sounds like in time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, G. So that's going to be our intro and verse progression. And the verse is when, you know, the melody comes in, you know, and he's singing there. So then after we do that progression twice, then we go to the pre-chorus. And the pre-chorus sounds like this. So we got 1 new chord added in this section. It's E minor. And E minor, we're going to play all 6 strings, open, 2, 2, open, open, open. And I use my 2nd finger to play this E minor. It's kind of a crazy way of playing it. I cover both strings with 1 finger, but most people play it like this. Probably recommend starting like that. So there's your E minor, and we're going to do 1 bar on each chord. E minor, 2, 3, 4, to D, 2, 3, 4, to that C add 9, and then G. And that progression is going to go twice, just like our verse and intro progression. So E minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, then C, 2, 3, 4, G, and repeat. Right? The melody. And then we get to the chorus. It's something unpredictable. I hope you have the time of your life. So for this progression, we're going to go E minor to G, E minor to G, E minor to D to back to the first progression, G, C, D. So we're just alternating E minor, G, E minor, G. But then on the third time, E minor, D. Each chord gets 1 bar for that chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 4, E minor, then to D, then back to that first progression. So let's talk a little bit about the strumming. Those are the 3 main parts to the song, so you can play the chords throughout the whole thing. And you might want to start just going through the recording, just playing, you know, 1 strum or whole notes on each chord through the song, just to get used to the progression. Then we're going to get into the strumming. So the strumming, actually the first time through the form is 1 pattern, and then it switches to another strumming pattern. So the first pattern that we're going to play is this. This is a super common syncopated strumming pattern. If we count it out, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and up to speed. So we're going to put that with our progression. We'll do the pattern twice on G, once on C, once on D. Now the pattern here, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or down, down, up, up, down, up. So let's try that. I'll play through the progression. We're going to do the intro into the verse, into the pre-chorus, into the chorus. Here we go. Next part, E minor, D, then we go to the chorus. It's something Okay, now right there is where we actually kick in to the second pattern, which sounds like this. So this pattern is actually a 2-bar pattern instead of a 1-bar pattern like the first one we learned. And it sounds like this. Here's just 2 bars of it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... We're going to start off with 2 quarter notes, down strums. 1, 2. Then on the third beat, we're going to go 3 and 4, and. Right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And when we do the 3 and 4 and, the 8th notes, we're going to alternate. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And then on the second bar, we won't play on 1. Our hand's just going to go down, and we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then same thing, we won't play on 3. So the second bar goes up, down, down, up. Here's both those bars together. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And a little faster. And then we're going to put that with the chords. Now, in that first section, we have 2 bars of G, 1 of C, 1 of D. Now, for the rest of the song, the chords change basically 1 bar per chord. So what it means is, because we don't strum on the first beat of the second bar, we're going to anticipate the chord a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Then when I play C to D, I'm going to go... See that? C, push. And then we do the rest, pushed. Right? Every other one. So the very first time through the whole progression, through the first chorus, we're going to use that first rhythm pattern. And then the second time, we kick into this second pattern, and we stay that way all the way until the very end when we tag the chorus, where it goes, it's something unpredictable, where it kind of brings it down at the end. Then we go back to the first pattern, it's something unpredictable. Okay, so if you're able to put all that together and figure out those rhythms, great job, and you've got an awesome ear and you're really on your way. Now the next step that you want to do is take that first pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and start to think about adding a little bit of like an arpeggio picking to the strum, which can be difficult, but it sounds like this. So if you think about the rhythm that we originally had, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, what I'm going to do is play 2 bass notes for the first, right? And then I'm just going to kind of pick the strings in that same rhythm. Now we'll only do this on the very first time and then at the very end, but otherwise we play that second rhythm pattern through the majority of the song. There you go, guys. There's a lot in there. Have fun practicing those rhythm patterns and chords. Just 4 chords, but listen to the recording and play along with it so you can get the feel. If you're interested in playing some lead like what I did at the beginning of this video, you can click the link in the description below and get a free PDF that's all about soloing as my gift to you for checking out this video. Thanks again for your support, and we'll see you guys in another video real soon.